That's right, folks. We're remembering Fear Effect today. This bad boy right here. This is a game that far too few people have experienced on the PlayStation 1. That's right, you remember those days? The PlayStation 1. And it's brought to you by Edios Interactive, better known for the Tomb Raider series. Okay, let's jump right in on the game. So here we go. I've just selected a new game, and of course there's going to be loading. It's a PlayStation 1 game, and that means there's going to be a lot of loading, but you're going to see why in just a sec. This is why. The opening cinematics are pretty damn nice considering the age of the game.
Mercenaries were coming from the west, told of my disappearance by a man, a betrayer who worked for my father. I had become a commodity that would be redeemed for cash.
So as you can tell, there's some good production values.
Jen's reliable.
Yeah? How do you know?
He helped me get off the streets years back before he threw in with a triad.
You hear that?
He's got an
That's called good voice acting, which is surprising. Okay, now, this is, I've just skipped a movie, obviously. This is what really separates Fear Effect from the rest of the survival horror type games, is the fact that, look at the backgrounds. Everything's moving, everything's alive. Yeah, it repeats itself, but this was really, really original. I'd say this was awesome, seriously. Alright, you have like incredible moves, such as being able to duck and go sneakily by people. Look how awesome that is. You can switch your weapons back and forth, use your cell phone if you want to make phone calls, obscene phone calls. You have to be in certain locations if you want to save, and to do that you pick your cell phone, save, we'll say yes, I'm going to save over my pre-existing data. You know, typical stuff like that, but again, it's all done through checkpoints. I'm going to pick my knife. This is done, you use the square and circle buttons to cycle through, and then press the triangle, which acts as your action button. But you'll notice just how cinematic this game is. I thought this was badass back in the day, I really did. And even today, it holds up surprisingly well. I mean, the gameplay, if you're used to Resident Evil, the original Resident Evils, you'll have no problem playing this. If you're not, yeah, well, then obviously you're going to be screwed. Okay, so I'm going to use stealth here, but you don't need to. And that was the other thing that I thought was pretty cool. If you're wondering what that little blipping thing is in the top left-hand corner, that is our character's health. But you see the way everything moves. I thought that was really, really ingenious back in the day. So when the little target goes red, it means he's dead. Okay, pretty awesome, right? I know, I'm just so good. Yeah, you gotta love that. You have to love that. Look at that. That's wicked. But seriously, look around. I mean, everything is constantly alive. It's all vibrant. Alright, so... And I love the different interactivity between all the cinematics. Everything was, you know, clear cut. Showed you right away what you had to do. But as you see, I don't actually have my gun, so I'm going to equip my gun. I'm going to fire. And the game has somewhat realistic puzzles. So, like, you're trying to get to a lower level without causing any suspicion to yourself, okay? So you look around in the background, yes, I'll take a fuse. I'm going to holster my... Yeah, you gotta love the controls. As you can tell, I haven't played a Resident Evil type game in a long time. So here we go. Just activated that lovely little, whatever it was, little wheel. And like I say, I mean, it's a real shame that not too many people have experienced this game. Or its follow-up, which was pretty good too. Although a little bit too lesbianic for my taste, which was kind of weird. Alright, so, you see there's a guy down there. Now, we could go down there and take him out just like that. Or, we could use this which pushes the guy off the building, and again, nobody knows, no one's the wiser. So again, if you keep looking around the environments, you'll notice that just how interactive everything is, which is pretty awesome. And I made the wrong direction, because that's the way I roll. Alright, so now we're going to use stealth again, but I don't think I can. I think I'm going to get killed here, which is perfectly fine. Whoa. See, I haven't played this in a long time, as you can tell. But there is a quick look at Fear Effect. Like I said, it's pretty badass. Not only did Fear Effect have some wicked visuals, all the interactive backgrounds that I repeated myself about 426 times, but it was one of the few PlayStation 1 games that was 4 discs long, and this bad boy can be picked up on eBay for relatively cheap, as little as $5. Brand new, you're looking at about maybe $40, something like that. It's really not that expensive. I also wanted to just touch a little bit about the story. It's kind of interesting. It begins with some mercenaries just going after this woman that's, well, you heard it probably in the intro. She's being used as a commodity, whatever that is. But, yeah, basically it starts off very simple, and then eventually it starts dealing with hell, the Japanese version of hell, all kinds of weird stuff. But the level of interactivity between the backgrounds, the characters, and just the way everything flows together only gets better as the game progresses. And like I said, of course it repeats itself, and you can see it. You'll see lights and stuff like that. It'll go like this, and then it'll stop for a second, and then it'll continue again to start waving. But it's still mind-blowing, and certain portions of the game are just absolutely jaw-dropping. So if you do get a chance, I would strongly recommend you pick up Fear Effect as soon as you can. It's worth the money. It'll be cheaper than it will be on the PlayStation Network. There are rumors suggesting that it will be released on the PlayStation Network sometime in the next little while. So if you can't find a copy, or you're really that lazy, then I guess you could wait for the PSN release. But whatever you do, go ahead, give Fear Effect a chance. Like I said before, it's got the Resident Evil controls, so if you really can't manage with those controls, or you find the gameplay horrendous, well, then you really won't enjoy the game. But if you can put up with that, you're going to be sitting through one hell of a wicked game. So thank you for watching this latest episode of Remembering, and we'll be back soon enough with another classic. I don't know, who knows, it'll either be a classic, a gem, or some quirky title for one of the older systems. Thanks for watching.